day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback who played for the Nevada Wolfpack in college. It's Colin Kaepernick. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. First carry for James Conner. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Kaepernick. That's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The numbers there for Conner in last week's game. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. It's caught. Smith.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Throw left side complete. That's Conner. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice. Or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And Myers able to knock it through, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted in the 2nd round out of Florida, the former Gator, Kyle Trask.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win. Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Seahawks much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start with a give to Connor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a 2nd down and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And the snap comes at 1. Now Kaepernick. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A run with Fournette there as he'll push this forward for about 4 on 1st down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On first down, Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Second and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. He completes it to Julio Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Here's second and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 34. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On second down, here's Henry. They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, Kaepernick finds the open target, Arnold. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. After 1-7-3 to score on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it with Connor.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Kaepernick now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. Hook up a 15 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Myers' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Vikings to take over. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9. Trask. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Well, the 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Setting to throw. Here's Trask. Got his target, Samuel. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Trask. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing. Trask. He's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's been good. Here in the 2nd quarter, what might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. A give running right is counter. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down, it's Connor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Kaepernick going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Vikings head out to take over once again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Trask. Again looking for Samuel. This time the catch made. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Trask now looks to throw on first down. Smith catches left side. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Running from the gun with Henry. Powers through it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. Yeah. You get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Off the play fake, Trask.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Kaepernick now on first down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He's got Smith here. So we've reached halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Trash throw into the hands of Darden.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A shotgun give to Fournette. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's Trask. dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 2nd and 8. Now Kaepernick. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw is Kaepernick. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Kaepernick to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the 1st half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
1st down throw for Trask. He'll get this one complete to Darden.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Play action now. Trask. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Tries to throw it. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that they're...
Oh, Connor loses it.
And this belongs to the Vikings. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And Henry gets the call there on 1st down as he pushes his way forward, a pickup of about 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd down at 5.
Again, it's Henry. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Vikings. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings.
And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
McPherson now for the extra point.
It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Again, it's Connor.
And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On second down, here's Fournette. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Rolling to his right. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Pete Carroll none too pleased with that last call. He's going to So Pete Carroll, always a guy to trust his instincts, and his instincts were right on that one.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On second down, Connor looking for space. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. To Connor on the check down. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Arnold. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
First down, Trask.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
And they go play action. Here's Trask.
They'll roll him out right. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Vikings! Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. This pass complete to Higgins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Again, it's Kaepernick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
On 1st down, Kaepernick.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
Let's go, boys.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
72 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Here's Connor on the read option.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal.
Connor.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still got to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. On 1st and 10, Trask. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Trask on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Trask. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
To throw is true. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
2nd down and goal. Trask. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Jalen Darden with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie. but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw, Kaepernick. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now, Kaepernick again. Pushing his way through. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Kaepernick now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback. All day long, they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And that is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Arnold. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one, they're thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. I took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Vikings, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.